Hello everybody out there. Today I'm going to be revealing how Kaylin really does the awesome effect transit. The one where the rubber band goes from finger to finger, and just feel like everybody should know this, so I'm going to teach you how to do it. So you're going to need a few things. You're going to need a hat. You're going to need a pair of sunglasses, which you probably don't think you would need. You probably wouldn't think you need these, but we'll get to that in a second. You're going to need a pair of scissors, a bunch of blue rubber bands, and some band-aids, okay? And how you're going to go about doing this is you're going to, it's quite a hefty setup, but the payoff is definitely worth it. So what you're going to want to do is first is take one of the rubber bands and wrap it around your middle finger a few times, not so it's too tight, but so it just comfortably fits around your middle finger. And then what you're going to want to do is take out one of your band-aids, and it helps if the tone matches your skin. I found that these match my skin really well. So what you're going to do is you're going to take off the little tabs here. Do this real quick because everybody probably knows how to put a band-aid on. But then you're going to get your scissors and you're going to cut off just the sticky part of the band-aid. Just like this. Okay? And you're actually going to lay that right on top of the band. Just right there, and lightly press it on. So that band actually becomes invisible. And if you notice from the trailer, Kaylin's waving his hand back and forth. That is why you need to do that. You don't want to leave your hand staring him in the face. Actually, I injured my pinky, so this band-aid just helps everything blend together because it just looks like something normal. You don't want to turn your hand over. Obviously, that gives away the trick. So you're going to want to do this with your other 3 fingers next to it. So with your ring finger, wrap the band comfortably around it until it's comfortable there. And then because each band-aid has 2 tabs, luckily you don't need to ruin that many band-aids for each trick. And I should mention it is quite a hefty setup, but the payoff is well worth it. And if you just set this up in the morning and go about your day, no one will notice this as you're walking around. Just keep your hands kind of out, or if you turn your hands in, just cover your hands here. And then when it comes time to do the trick, it's a killer trick. So then you take the 3rd rubber band, wrap it comfortably around your pinky, and I already have a band-aid there, so don't mind that. But you're going to need another band-aid. You've already used the 2 tabs on the first one. So you're going to take this band-aid out, and you're only going to need 1 of these because you only have 1 more. And actually this band's a little bit too tight, so we'll loosen it up just a little bit. You don't want it too tight because you don't want your fingers to turn colors because you'll be wearing these all day, so you want them comfortable. And then the pinky's obviously the easiest because it's your smallest finger. And that's your setup, really, on your hand. On your hands. Again, with my hands moving, you probably can't tell anything. None the wiser. And if I go like this and like this, those are your display hands. One final thing, for if it's optional, but if you want to make the band jump to your left hand, you're going to need to be wearing a belt. Okay? And you're going to want to take that band and wrap it about 3 times is what I find is the best. And you're going to want to place it right on the tab of your belt there. So you can see that, and that will come in play later. Now, the final thing you need before you start is the hat and sunglasses. This is probably the most overlooked part of the effect, but if you can notice from the trailer and the cover and everything, Kaylin is wearing the hat off to the angle and the sunglasses. This is actually very important to the effect. You could probably get away without it, but Kaylin talks about this on the DVD, how it's very important to be wearing these for distraction purposes. So whenever you go to start the trick, what you're going to do is you're going to need a blue band-aid. Obviously your hands look completely normal at this point because there's nothing to see. You take the blue band-aid, the blue rubber band, sorry, and you place it around your index finger. Now a few things are going to happen at once. This is why it's important to be wearing sunglasses and a hat, because that is the misdirection. As you wave your hand back and forth, basically what's going to happen is with your thumb, you're going to roll off that first band and throw it. All I've done is just pitched it off to my left, and at the same time, you're going to slowly peel that band-aid away and then pitch that in the opposite direction. So you've actually, in this action, thrown 2 things, but really all they see is just the band go from one finger to the next. And obviously this is just repeated once again. You just take the band, and as you wave your hand back and forth, obviously I haven't practiced enough, but you pitch it one way, and as you're coming back, you slowly roll off the band-aid from your ring finger. And obviously this is done in slow motion here for your sake, but this is why you can obviously see why you know, having a good face profile for them to look at the same time is good. Gets pitched off to the left like this, and then finally you're left with one more loaded, as you can see here, and then you roll off the band from your ring finger. Actually, I'll help myself out here just to speed up the process. You guys kind of get the idea. And then this band-aid is rolled off with your fingertips, and so it's revealed here. The final kicker is, while they're reacting to this, you can now show your hands both sides. You're going to reach down with your left hand and place your thumb in your belt loop so that that band gets loaded onto your thumb. And this will be misdirected by your hand moving up here. And all you need to do at this point is roll that last one off. And just as before, it's real easy the last time because you've already done it. You're going to pitch it pretty far, and then you're going to bring your hand in and away and up. And that's the final reveal. And you get this nice picture with the sunglasses and hat, and it's a great effect. And that's pretty much how you do transit. If you have any questions, please let me know. And on my next video, I'll actually be covering how Kaylin performs his dress code. I'm actually in the process of learning that myself. You probably couldn't tell from the camera, but I actually currently have 7 shirts on right now, which is covered great by the overshirt. But I have a gray, a red, a gray, a green, a pink, a green, and a white completely on. So it's very comfortable. I'm excited to teach that as well. So tune in next time. Thanks.